So here is the table, well, a little gaming mat from last night's escapades. And yeah, so my thoughts on why did I lose so badly? I lost both games. I can blame it on lots of things, how I set up the terrain, all sorts of things. But at the end of the day, I was outplayed and by the underdogs, really, because my friend was playing these guys. He's playing Max Bubba and his mutant gang here, and I was playing, of course, Johnny Alpha, Wolf Sternhammer, and I even had the Gronk to kind of help with the healing and so on. But man, so I was coming in from that way, and he was kind of already deployed, because scenario 1 dictates that the mutants are already deployed 12 inches from the center. But man, wow. So yeah, my thoughts, if you're playing this game and you're playing against Max Bubba, you need to take him out as soon as possible. And if you're new to the game, don't forget to use your chicanery cards and your armory cards when you can, because my goodness, they really are game changers in the best possible sense. I mean, these cards, they're just, it's the sort of thing you overlook, and I overlooked them. And it was only like when I was in dire straits, I was looking down at these cards thinking, why didn't I use that just now, and things like that. Now, yeah, so I can blame it on my inexperience. I'll be in my defence. My friend was rolling phenomenally. I mean, if he rolled 4 dice and he was attacking, he'd get 4 hits. Pretty much, he did that several times, and it was like, what? And it got quite loud in here because I was sat that side, and he was sat where I am now. So and he had him and Patigo Jones. He was up here and he was shooting down, because you could see. So here you have my little laser pointer thing, and we were doing that. That's just to show you that it works. So yeah, anywhere on here, and this is great, by the way, a great tool, especially for a skirmish game where line of sight is vital. And yeah, he was up there, and he could see me. He's got quite a long range weapon, and he was just injuring me. So, because every injury point, it puts your stats down, all your stats down 1. So I was just getting worse and worse and worse, and he out-strategized me. I'll be honest. His knowledge of Strontium Dog is phenomenal, because he grew up with it. I'm not trying to make excuses here, but I mean, I considered myself to be quite a good strategic player when it comes to things like this. But on this occasion, yeah, I lost, and I hold my hands up. I lost badly. The terrain you get with the set is this building, of course, and you can start, as your mutants, you can start inside the hut if you so wish. This little generator thing here, this tower, which can be useful. Get high up if you can, it's brilliant. And these solar panels, there's 4 of them. Everything else, which was just this abandoned truck, these crates, rocks here, the bridge and the trees, that's all extra stuff. But it made me realise I need different type of terrain as well, so I can get a variety of boards on the go. Terrain is vital in this game. Comes under, well, there's either no cover, which is just purely for show, light cover or heavy cover, and yeah, my goodness, it really makes a huge difference, really does. So yeah, but overall the gameplay's quick. It's a fast-paced game. Think of, when you relate tabletop war games, especially skirmish ones, to like games like chess and so on, think of chess, but fast chess, speed chess. And yeah, you'll have a rough idea, because I mean, you're straight into the action. There's no moving about and then getting into it. You're straight away, you know, raining down shots and thinking. You got to think fast on your feet, like, what cover can I get into? And yeah, I definitely need more cover type terrain, but it's got to fit with the theme of the board. This is good. This is the Walking Dead game map, which is perfect for that. I've got a secret weapon game tiles over there, which I can use. You could use any one of the Realm of Battle board, for this starter set scenarios. You get 3 scenarios in this box, this starter set here, and like I say, there's shows you on the back what you get. I've been through this anyway, but yeah, you can literally. What I love about the game is that it didn't really occur to me or my friend either until last night when we were playing. Is literally how versatile this game is. I mean, the book. The main rule book, I mean, it's got the rules for creating your own characters in there, and you think, how can that be? But it's really quite simple and obvious when you look at it and think, oh yeah, and it's fair. So you could play with the mutants, with humans, with Romans, World War I or II, or anything. You could literally play anything. You play with ancients figures, because this game takes place anywhere, any time, and any dimension. So it can be anything, and that's the beauty of this game. You can even play Johnny Alpha against Johnny Alpha, because he could be fighting against like a clone version of himself, or a parallel universe version of himself. It really is versatile, and like I say, it didn't occur to either of us until last night. We're thinking, hey, you know, actually, we could be anyone, and in fact, you know, I could lend you one of my characters. He could be on your side for some reason, and you can make up any reason why. I mean, if, for instance, Johnny Alpha could pair up with Max Bubba, and you know, whatever narrative you put, whatever spin you put on it, it works, because it's Strontium Dog, and you can have any mutation you want. I was thinking of. I'm painting my Strontium Dog goons. I'm thinking of using them as maybe one of them as a mutant with metal skin or something like that. The more buffs you give a character, basically, the more expensive he becomes in points cost to play. Like, you know, in like Warhammer, you get like points per unit and whatever else. When this is called notoriety, and it's just like points, really. And the more notoriety you've got, obviously, if you're playing like a 50-point notoriety game, so you have 50 points each side, and if your one character is like 30 notoriety, then obviously you can't have too many other characters. Such is the case with Johnny Alpha, Wolf Stonehammer, and the Gronk, because in the book, the Gronk isn't actually with them on the first page, so it's just 2 figures. But we added 3, and I still lost. And adding a figure is a big deal in this game, because it's, you know, the old chip, pull out the chips. It's Red Go, that's the mutant, you know, whatever. The chips. Like I say, adding the Gronk to the game is a really big deal, because although he has no shooting or attacking ability, just healing, which is great, by the way, he does add an extra chip to the bag, you know. So you pull out and it's your go. You know, you've got more chances of it being your go. And like with other games, or with any game when you first start learning it, there are rules that you overlook and you think, we were just playing with like the bare basics, and adding in a couple, you know, as we discovered them, like, oh yeah, don't forget that. And it's rather than give us a whole list of things not to forget, but there isn't that many. It really is a simple game, and I'll be going through that in another video, how to play. Each rule, though, can make a huge difference. That's the only thing I will say. But as long as you're both okay with rules, like on a small playing area like this, when you're sprinting, you got to think to yourself: do you really need to go double the distance and the d6 or whatever, you know, maybe just go double the distance just to give it a bit more, what's the word I'm looking for, scale it to the size of the playing area. I think probably 3x3 would be a better size, I'm thinking, of a playing area for this, but 2x2 is perfect for learning on. It really is. And like I say, it is a fast-paced game, and yeah, we thoroughly enjoyed it. Oh, there's this little truck broken thing here, left over from a World War II game, Bolt Action, I think I used it for. And then Walking Dead, but it works. You can have any terrain, but I like to have it to have a purpose, if you know what I mean. So obviously I set this on Earth, and you know, but it could be anywhere. The cards for your characters, you know, they're all easy to understand, really straightforward, and it's cool because there's a really nice campaign system that is easy to use by collecting bounty on people. And as my friend said to me, well, how can you collect, how could, because he was playing the mutants, Max, Bubba and the rest of the mutants, he said, well, how can I collect bounty if I kill Johnny Alpha? Well, like I say, you make up any story. Well, perhaps some crime boss somewhere has hired you to kill him, you know, and that's what they'll pay you. So for campaigns, you just literally notch up the bounty you're collecting. But there you go. A very enjoyable game. I just wish I'd won at least one of the games. I'm going to have to redeem myself next time. I really am. But next time, I'm going to be introducing these guys, which are the Styx brothers. So they'll be involved as well. I've got, what have I got here? The Weirds. So they'll be in it as well. And I'm going to get a few more characters and things to add to it. So we've got a bit more of a choice as to how to build our sides. As you see, not very big, not very many figures aside, and but each one makes a huge difference to your strategy. And I certainly learned a lot from last night's games. So, but there it is. That's my thoughts on my Strontium Dog, my first couple of games I've played. Hope you found it somewhat interesting. Please like, share, subscribe. Check me out on Twitter. On the Mini Warzone homepage, you'll see a link to Twitter there on the front, going across the banner. And yeah, give me a follow on there if you want. Thanks for watching though. Remember, all brushes lead to all. I'll see you guys on the next video, and bye for now.